All right, you guys, welcome to our fifth installment of Food for Thought. All right. There's a saying that there's no nobility in being superior to your fellow man. True nobility begins with being superior to your former self. This is what I always tell people. I'm not in competition with nobody out there. I'm not in competition with nobody. I'm in competition with myself. I just want to do better than what I did yesterday. That's how I judge myself and measure my progress in life, obviously. Now, as opposed to that, you have people that compete with individuals, whether it be what category, football, basketball, scholastic, entertainment, what have you, whatever. People are in competition with other people. Some people are not aware that people are competing with them. All right? Now, when you compete with somebody and you want it that bad with your heart, you have a deep desire, sometimes there's an element of envy there. There's an element of jealousy there. All right? Keep in mind, that's an indication that this person is that great. With that being said, you're going to fall short of what you potentially can be, right? Because you're setting your standards at somebody who's you perceive as before you, who you perceive that exceeded you, which you gave yourself a glass ceiling. There's a ceiling there. Because your objective should be to be great with no parameters, right? No limitations to your greatness. But when you set your greatness to surpass one person, an individual, you're actually selling yourself short. All right? Also, keep in mind, when you do that, you start to live in that person's shadow. You make that person that much more relevant, prevalent of their accomplishments, right? For example, you got LeBron James and Kobe Bryant. LeBron James is the best basketball athlete right now, currently in society, in this modern day time. Who was prior to him? The late, great Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. All right? Kobe Bryant was great. Who do Kobe Bryant and LeBron James always get compared to? You guessed it, Michael Jordan, who I would consider the best of all time, unanimously across the board, and a lot of people would agree with me, right? But there are some naysayers. But nonetheless, if you look at the history, all the stats, Michael Jordan is still the best, all right? When you take LeBron James and you take Kobe Bryant, they're always going to be compared to Michael Jordan. Seemingly, they're always going to be living in the shadows of Michael Jordan. It's inevitable. Every time they fall short of a category, a stat, is falling short of Michael Jordan's standard that he sets. Michael Jordan set the bar high in that category. It's to the point where Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, they don't get enough justice. They don't get enough justice. They're great in their own regard. But we're never going to see that because people tend to thrust them into Michael Jordan's shadow. There's always that comparison there with the great Michael Jordan. All right? So they'll never actually get their due respect, their just due respect in history. And keep in mind, these are also great players. They're amazing. And in certain categories of basketball, they surpass Michael Jordan. But when you compare them to Michael Jordan in his entirety, they fall short. They drastically fall short. Championships. Nonetheless, Michael Jordan has 6 rings with the same team. All right? It's not like Kobe Bryant with the Lakers. It's not like LeBron James when he came to Miami. I'm in Miami. But a lot of people look down upon LeBron because he came into a team that was already established. He left Cleveland to play with a team that was superior just by the way that they were recruited. A Chris Bosh, a Dwayne Wade, right? So now, let's speak about this. Let's speak about examples of collaboration. All right. When it comes to art, let's speak about any art form. Let's stop at music, right? Now, some artists want to be greater than other artists. What separates artistry? What makes one artist more superior than the other? Is it their individuality? I don't think so. Let me give you an example. The greatest artists of these times that sell the most records, that are the most highly regarded: Kanye West, Drake, Jay-Z, even Tupac. All right? Rest in peace, Tupac, and Biggie Smalls. But let's talk about modern times. When you're speaking about Kanye West has people that help him write songs, okay? Sahai the Prince. Shout out to Kanye West and Sahai the Prince. One of my favorite artists is Kanye West, all right? Nonetheless. It's not to say Kanye West can't write rhymes. Kanye West collaborates. He collaborates. He has people behind the pen. He also collaborates with producers. He's not always the main producer that's making the music. There's people that are collaborating with him, and he's a producer also. All right? So it's a collaborative effort. I forgot to left out. You want to speak about producers? Dr. Dre. Who was on the piano for Dr. Dre? What's the white boy name? What's his name? Scott Storch. Scott Storch, all right? He helped Dr. Dre. Played a major role with Dr. Dre. I almost forgot. How could I forget? All right? Who's Dr. Dre? Dr. Dre is the best producer known to hip-hop, all right, in modern day times. He's the #1 overall producer, the most highly regarded producer in hip-hop. All right? So we just went from Kanye West to Dr. Dre. Let's speak about Drake. Drake is the all-time most selling artist of all times. I think he surpassed Michael Jordan, if my memory serves me correct. If I'm wrong, excuse me. But he's one of the top regarded, one of the top streaming, top selling artists of our time. Some would regard him as the best rap artist of all time. How you think Drake got there? Drake collaborates. Drake doesn't write all his rhymes. Once again, it's not that he's not capable of writing the rhymes. Drake has a great pen, but Drake collaborates. He has artists that work with him, that submit records to him, that give him the skeleton, they give him the outline of the song. He gets the cadence from them. He gets the exterior, the structure of the song from them. And he adds his pizzazz to it. He adds himself to it. He adds his charisma to it. And he owns it and makes it himself. But nonetheless, it's a collaborative effort with Drake. Top selling artist of all times. Top selling. Drake is continuously collaborating with all the new artists. If you know about Drake, Drake always is working with a new up-and-coming artist. Drake is one of the top A&Rs. He sees the future. He can tell you what's going to be the best artist. He can tell you an artist that has potential. He has a gift for that. He has a sense for that. Even with Jay-Z. Jay-Z collaborated with Chris, with State Property, okay? Jay-Z also. Jay-Z collaborated. That's what made Jay-Z so great. He had camaraderie with his label mates, with State Property, with the Kanye Wests and stuff like that. He did collaborative albums with Kanye West. Watch the Throne. All right, let's leave hip-hop. One of my best favorite artists, a legend of all times. Let's speak about it. Bob Marley. Shout out to the whole Marley family, all right? Now, Bob Marley. Do you guys think Bob Marley wrote all those rhymes? Well, not rhymes, excuse me. Those lyrics to his songs, excuse me. Those lyrics. It's called Peter Tosh. Peter Tosh helped Bob Marley write those songs. If not, structured the whole song. And Bob Marley sung the songs. Now, I don't know Bob Marley's songwriting capability, but a lot of these people, they have the capability of writing music. What I'm trying to show you guys is collaboration. Collaboration is what you want. So instead of competing, try your best to collaborate and bring out the best in yourself. True nobility is being superior to your former self. Be greater than what you was before. Don't set your stakes at a particular person, a particular accomplishment. Be the best you. Mark your place in history. Because nothing is new under the sun. But you still can do your own thing in your own way. You can be your own type of artist in your own way. Do your thing in your own way is what I'm trying to say. Okay? Oh, last but not least, Beyonce. You guys think Beyonce writes all that great music? But who's the most influential woman? The most influential woman in the world. Do you know she was voted the most influential woman in the world? Jay-Z's wife. Beyonce. Destiny's Child, former group member, band member, 1/4 band member. All right? Etc., etc. There's a million examples, you guys. So the people at the top of the field, they collaborated. So I suggest you guys collaborate. Though you guys are going to compete, there's sometimes we compete with racing, track and field, Olympics and stuff like that. If you're going to compete, make sure that you help uplift your how would you say it? Your fellow athletes. Make sure that you help encourage your fellow athletes. It's those other athletes that are racing against you. If you had nobody to race against you, how would you bring out your better self? So they deserve credit too. Though we're all at the starting line, and when that gun goes off and we take off running at the starting line, remember it's the people that are beside you. It's the people that you're leading, that you're taking the lead. They're bringing out the best in you. It's still a collaboration. So when you're done with that race, show that camaraderie. Show that camaraderie with the people that are in the race that you beat, that you supposedly beat. Show them and thank them for bringing out the best in you. If Mike Tyson didn't have nobody to spar with, how would Mike Tyson be where he's at? If Floyd Mayweather didn't have somebody to spar with, how would Floyd Mayweather be where he's at? All right? So that's where the true nobility lies, all right? There's no nobility in being superior to your fellow man. That part. Now, you guys, listen. Like I always said, nobody's promised tomorrow, all right? By the grace of Most High, he put air into our lungs today and was able to wake up and do this together. Like I always say, we're one community. We're one conscience. You're not alone. We're here together. All right, this is the internet, but thank God for the internet. We're allowed to reach out. We can reach out to the four corners of the earth. All right? You're not alone. The earth has a conscience. Mankind obviously has a conscience. Animals have a conscience. Animals dream. Plants have a conscience. They absorb our energy as well as we absorb plants' energy. All right? Let's all respect each other on this planet. We're all on this energy grid. We're all on this conscious grid. We're all connected at the end of the day. Nobody's promised tomorrow. By the grace of Most High, I pray that Most High we can see another day tomorrow. All right? But I can't promise you I'll see you tomorrow. But nonetheless, I want to give you guys a salute. All right? Show the universe your gratitude because the universe loves gratitude. All right? With that being said, I'm out. Peace.